Hello and welcome to IU NewsNet Daily. I'm Catherine Patterson. Today we're serving up details about outdoor dining planned for Kirkwood Avenue, and we'll explain those fire trucks outside of the law school yesterday.
And I'm Tyler Vondry. We have updates on the March Madness tournaments as well as IU softball.
And are you tired of the same old breakfast fare? Well, there's a new and cheap item that you may want to add to your breakfast menu. NewsNet Daily begins now. There was an evacuation at the IU Maurer School of Law Wednesday due to smoke in the building. About 1 p.m., students were evacuated after a call to the Bloomington Fire Department. The dean reported there was smoke on the third and ground floors of the law building. According to the BFD, the cause was traced to a burned belt in the building's HVAC system. Around 1:40 p.m., students were able to return to classes. The alcoholic beverage license has been temporarily suspended for a popular Bloomington nightclub. According to the IDS, the State Alcohol and Tobacco Commission suspended Calau's license for 5 days due to an administrative violation. The restaurant and nightclub was deemed a public nuisance by the commission, prompting the license suspension. Kalau will again be able to sell alcohol beginning April 2nd. Now, you've probably heard of Bloomington's Food Truck Fridays. Well, get used to a new name and time as the much-loved event is shifting to Food Truck Mondays. No worries, though. There will still be multiple food trucks lined up between the IMU and Maxwell Hall starting April 3rd and continuing weekly for the rest of the month. If al fresco dining in warm sunshine is your thing, well, you're in luck again. Outdoor seating is coming back to Kirkwood Avenue starting Monday. Several blocks of the street will be closed off to vehicle traffic through September. Just like during the COVID-19 pandemic, multiple restaurants and businesses will expand into the street and set up extra seating. Last month, the Bloomington City Council voted to start the Kirkwood outdoor dining program again. The on-campus group Women Empowering Women is hosting a bra drive. They're accepting gently used bras of all kinds to support survivors of sex trafficking. The program is the brainchild of nonprofit organization Free the Girls. You can find drop-off times and locations on their Instagram at Women Empowering Women IU. The event ends April 3rd. Tomorrow may be the last day of Women's History Month, but there's a year-round club at IU dedicated to putting women everywhere in the business world. Women in Business was founded at the Kelly School to promote women in a male-dominated field. The club has workshops, guest speakers, and networking events to expand member skills and career opportunities. The president will leave after this semester, but wanted to leave members with some advice.
There's so many things you can do, but there's also only 24 hours in a day, and no one should be working for the full 24 hours anyways. So just making sure to really know yourself and understand where your passions are, what your bandwidth is for things, who you want to help and who you want to be.
For more information on the club or how to join, you can find it on beinvolved.indiana.edu. And now, turning to sports, we have Tyler here to tell us what's going on with Hoosier Athletics.
That's right, Catherine. We have a lot to get to, and we are down to the most exciting part of March Madness, both for the men's and women's side. So let's jump right in. Let's start with the men's. In a season that has been filled with madness, it is only right that so is March. For the first time ever, there's not one top 3 seed in the Final Four. The Final Four includes a matchup between number 5 Miami and number 4 UConn. And on the other side of the bracket, a matchup between Cinderella 9-seeded Florida Atlantic versus 5-seeded San Diego State. Since 1970, there are 3 teams that are making their first appearance in the Final Four. Everyone except UConn will be in the Final Four for the first time. For FAU, it has truly been a magical season. After going just 19-15 last season, former IU manager Dusty May has led his team to a 35-3 record and wins in the tournament over 4-seeded Tennessee and number 3 Kansas State, and has the Owls just 1 win away from a date in the championship game. For the 5 seeds still remaining, no one ever thought they'd be sitting in the Final Four with the chance to win it all. Both Miami and San Diego State have upset number 1 seeds on their way to making history, and come Friday, both teams will look to continue to crash the dance with a chance to be national champs. And finally, for the Huskies, the Kemba Walker and Shabazz Napier days are over, but this team is looking to write their own history and put up banner number 5 this season. Turning over to the women's side of the bracket, unlike in the men's, this Final Four is stacked which makes for an exciting finish to an historic women's college basketball season. Action in Dallas starts on Friday, and all its talent and star power will be showcased in this Final Four. In the Greenville region is defending national champion South Carolina, led by Aaliyah Boston, facing off against Naismith National Player of the Year Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes. A game that features star power on each side. This is one of those games where you grab your popcorn and enjoy greatness being displayed on the hardwood. In the Seattle region, number 1 seeded Virginia Tech will take on the LSU Tigers, led by superstar Angel Reese. For Virginia Tech, they will look to put a cap on a regular season and ACC championship with a national championship. For the LSU Tigers, led by Kim Mulkey, she will look to add a 4th national championship to her resume. This 2023 tournament has been the most viewed tournament on record, with over 4.7 billion minutes watched that has been watched in this tournament, making it the most televised tournament ever. These games have been televised on ESPN and ESPN2, which gives a chance for the women's game to be viewed by a much larger audience, giving it the attention that is much deserved. Now turning over to some Hoosier athletics, we turn our attention over to Abby Heyman.
That's right, Tyler. Following a weekend sweep over Purdue, IU softball tied its longest winning streak in program history. The Hoosiers have won their last 18 games, a record previously set in 1983. Indiana's success so far this season has earned them a top 25 national ranking. Now, she may only be a freshman, but second baseman Taryn Kern continues to impress and pull her weight all around the diamond. This week, Kern collected her 3rd straight Big Ten honors as a freshman. She currently leads the Big Ten in slugging percentage, OBS, OPS, RBIs, and home runs. She is also 2nd in the conference in batting average and runs scored. She is a weapon all around. Her records are unlike any other, and her impact on this Indiana team is undeniable. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Abby. And now one more thing before we go. It's no secret that students love ramen for its efficiency and low cost, but you don't typically eat it for breakfast. Well, now you can. The brand Cup Noodles released a new breakfast flavor. It's sausage, maple syrup, and egg flavors all in one cup. It's $1.39, and it'll only take you 4 minutes to make. So if you've ever wanted to eat ramen for all 3 meals a day, it's now possible. I don't know if that's necessarily my cup of ramen, I guess, but what do you think?
You know what? For $1.39, it might have to be my cup of ramen.
Fair
for
enough.
being honest.
Well, that's a wrap for today's IU NewsNet Daily. Tune in for the latest updates on all Hoosier news and sports.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at IUNND.
For IU NewsNet Daily, I'm Catherine Patterson.
And I'm Tyler Vondry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.